A couple things to talk with you guys about today. Number one is Google's putting some pressure on your internet provider to deliver the highest quality possible video through YouTube to you and other people. We'll talk about what that means for you as a creator. Also, I want to talk about what Yahoo is doing to create their YouTube competitor. Some new information has come out about that, and it's not looking good for Yahoo so far. That and much more is coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Tuesday, which means it's time to take a look at some of the online video news from last week and talk about the implications that it has for us as creators here on this space called YouTube. And one of the things that we and our viewers hate probably is that little spinning circle right in the middle of your video when they click play and then they just gotta sit there and wait for it to buffer before the video actually starts streaming. There's a lot of variables and factors that go into the whole process from the time someone clicks play to the time that it starts playing actually on their device. But one of the things that plays into that is the quality of the internet connection that the viewer has. And with net neutrality becoming like a thing now and stuff, like Google is kind of taking a cue card from Netflix and saying like, here are the internet providers that actually do like a really good job at delivering a video. If Netflix is important to you or watching YouTube is important to you, like here's some internet providers you could consider. And YouTube has gone as far as to certify certain internet providers as delivering like HD certified quality content. If you want to see how Google says your internet provider is performing with delivering video content, there's a link in the description text below this video. You can click it, go check it out, and it'll give you a lot of other data there as well, just to kind of compare your internet provider with other ones that are in your area if the one that you're using is giving you a hard time. Google also has a little chart on 7 ways to improve your video quality, so if that's something you are struggling with, there's a link in below. You go check it out, and then maybe that'll help you. Let's talk about Yahoo. We've all known for a while now that Yahoo is working on a competitor to YouTube, kind of their own user-generated video platform as part of their plan for dipping into the $70 billion of advertising money that's available for television and movies and the entertainment industry in general. And Yahoo is hoping to launch it this summer, but it seems like they're experiencing some setbacks, the biggest of which is that they've gone to some of these top YouTube creators and say, hey, we can give you a higher CPM and we can guarantee all this type of stuff if you would just take your videos and your audience and bring it here to Yahoo. But the problem that Yahoo's bumping into is a couple. One, some of these creators are reporting that like, the deals that you're pitching to us like aren't actually that great. Some of the things that you're asking us to do, like giving you an exclusive perpetual license to our content, like, we don't really want to do that kind of stuff. And basically they're saying like, anyone who's done like a content deal with a creator before would know not to do these things. And so it's kind of just tipping off flags for a lot of YouTube creators who have been approached by Yahoo saying like, I don't think they really know what they're doing. And that's kind of been the theme that's come out even from MCN directors and producers who have been in meetings about this with Yahoo, and they're like, you know what, we're not going to sign any deals until we kind of let you launch your platform, and we'll kind of take a look at it then and see what's going on, because even the MCNs who are supposed to be entering into contracts and deals with Yahoo are kind of like, let's take a break from this. We don't really know what you don't know what you're doing, and so we don't want a part of that right now. Which brings me to 2 questions that I have for you guys, and I really do want you to answer these in the comments below because I really am looking forward to hearing what you guys think about this and have to say. One is, do you think that there should be a competitor to YouTube or not, and why? And I'll explain that in a second. And then the second question is, if there was going to be a contender to YouTube, what qualities, what features, what would it need to have to actually legitimately contend to be like a competitor to YouTube? Let me talk about question number 1 though first, is because like I think a lot of us really do want a competitor to YouTube, and there are always a lot of positive things in the marketplace and just, you know, in the economics of everything with a competitor. I totally agree. But the thing that I'm a little bit nervous about, that if like there was like a legitimate contender and competitor to YouTube, is that like, is this audience fragmentation that might start to happen. Now I'm sure there's be plenty of ways to get around it, but I just think that like having your audience all in one spot is very risky, right? You have all your eggs in one basket, but you also have all your eggs in one place, which is fine as long as you trust the basket, I'm going to take that analogy a little bit too far. Like if you trust YouTube, then that's fine. If you don't trust YouTube, then that's scary. For me personally, I'm a huge fan of diversification, especially when it comes to things like diversifying risk. But I really also don't like to have like some of my audience here, some of my audience there, some people there, like publishing to lots of different video platforms and trying to keep up with engagement across all of them. Like that just starts to sound like a headache to me. And right now, I can't really tell you the reasons why. I want to hear your answers to question number 2 about what features and qualities and characteristics would a legitimate YouTube competitor need to have in order to kind of go up against YouTube. But I really do want to hear what you have to say about that. So just leave those comments below. 2 quick links for you guys down there in the description text. One is a report about how Nintendo, for you guys who are video gamers, is supposed to come out with like an affiliate system for letting you guys monetize their copyrighted video content on your YouTube channel, so they can get a cut, YouTube gets a cut, you get a cut. It sounds like it's not going to be very much money for anyone by the time it's done. But still, if you're an avid gamer and Nintendo stuff is important to you, check out that link down there. And then the second link is from realseo.com. And the story is called 11 Ways to Double Your YouTube Subscribers Without Buying Them. And the title sounds really good, but any of you guys who've been around video creators or real SEO for a little while, you'll recognize pretty much everything that they said there, except for number 11. And that is give viewers a reason to subscribe. And to me, like, it doesn't matter if you get everything else perfect and you're getting exposure all these places. If you don't know like the value of your channel is that you're proposing to the viewer, then the viewer is going to have to try to figure that out for themselves, and most of the time they will not take the time and energy to try to figure it out what it is. So it's really important for you guys, if you want to gain subscribers and start growing your YouTube channel, to know what value you are offering and be able to communicate it very quickly, succinctly, and clearly, just from like the first couple seconds of someone being on your channel. Now, how you figure out what that value proposition is and how you go about communicating and all that, that's kind of a different topic for another time, but I've talked about it extensively in my ebook, 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel. You can click right here to go check it out. The first 3 days of that book are free, and those are the 3 days that talk about the value proposition here that we're discussing. So you can get that for free, no cost, no email address, anything, just no strings attached. You can just download that for free. And you can either click right here to go to the page where you can download it, or there's a link in the description text below this video also where you can go check it out. And I really hope that helps you guys really start to fine-tune some of your channels and get them headed on a trajectory that not only is offering value to people, but value that's going to change their lives and make this world a better place for all of us. Because that's really why I do what I do here at Video Creators, because I really believe a lot of you guys have that message, and I want to do all I can to help you guys build your channels and your audiences, gaining the exposure that your message needs to reach the people who need to hear it. So if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe and join us as we do that every Tuesday. We take a look at online video news, just like this, talk about the implications it has for us as creators. Tomorrow on Wednesdays, I give you guys some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, advice, things like that. And then on Thursdays, we do some YouTube Q&A where I take one of your questions and just help you out with your YouTube efforts and the questions that you have here about your audience development. So subscribe. Love to have you guys join us, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.